This is going to be the tutorial for my app Melting Pot Map. It is an app where you can select any heritage background and you can see the distribution throughout the US. So for example, if we pick Belgian American, we can see that they're mostly in the upper Midwest. And by total population, Detroit is number one. We can click on Detroit and see that. And then by percentage, we can see that, interestingly enough, Marshall, Michigan is the highest. That's okay. So we click there. We can see the exact stats are on Marshall, Michigan. Looks like there are not that many people in Marshall, Michigan, but the Belgian share is relatively high. We can see Green Bay also has a lot of Belgian Americans for some reason. And we can just click on towns and see what's going on there. The Quad Cities, for some reason, decent amount of people with Belgian heritage. But basically, we can pick anywhere we want. Like, for example, if we look at Bangladeshi Americans, we can see they're really not that large a share of the population anywhere. But if we look at raw population, we can see there's a bunch in New York, right? We can tap on New York. We can look at that. We can also see there's a good number in Detroit as well. And we can just go pick any group we want. We could look at, like, Brazilians. So Brazilian Americans mostly in the Northeast corridor or in Florida. We could look at people of, I don't know, let's say Cuban background. So that's like extra Florida, right? If we look at this map, we can see a lot in Florida. And then also Louisville, Kentucky for some reason. Oh, clicked on the wrong town there. Yep, we can click on Louisville. We can see that it is 2% Cuban American, which isn't a lot, but it's more than all the other towns in the region, right? And you can click on both population and percentage. And you can click on any ancestry group you want. You can see that for some reason, this specific part of Michigan, well, the whole area near Lake Michigan really has a lot of people of Dutch heritage. I guess that's the same area with people of Belgian heritage, too. So I guess the countries that are near each other in Europe also settle in the same parts of the U.S., interestingly enough. We could look at like Ethiopian Americans, right? So that's also kind of a large presence in actually a lot of different random places. But DC is number one, so we can click on DC. We can see that. And you can just pick whatever group you're interested in. There's some groups that start out locked, and you can just click on them. You can watch ads, and you can unlock 10 ancestries at a time. So one ad to unlock 10 ancestries permanently. So not too bad a deal. And once they're unlocked, you reopen the app, they will remain unlocked. We can look at people of French ancestry. So this is an interesting one where if we switch to percentage, the map looks totally different, right? If we look just at population, it's basically just a map of America's most populous cities because people of French heritage are well spread out. But if you look at percentage, then all of a sudden we can see southern Louisiana and northern New England because of proximity to Quebec here. And then, of course, the Cajuns down here, right? And we can just pick any background you want. You can easily unlock these for free by watching short ads. You know, we can look at Japanese Americans concentrated out here in Hawaii, right? Look at that. Or we can look at Korean Americans in LA, you know, just any background you want, and you can explore the entire US. You can look at it by population, or you can look at it by percentage, and you can just enjoy exploring the background of America with the Melting Pot Map app. Hope everyone has fun with it.